Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for other motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, let's be honest for a moment, brother. Like, you don't fall off because you don't know what to do. Dog, you fall off because you stop, because actually you don't stop yourself when it matters the most. Happens to me. It happens to me too. It's okay. We don't stop ourselves when it matters the fucking most. Like, yo, you've been there. I know you have, because I've been there, because most of us have been there. You know that moment when you're doing good, everything's flowing, like you could be training or you could be eating right. Dog, you're locked in. You're fucking doing everything that you've been doing. And then one night, or one day I should say, it just hits. It just hits you right in the face because the stress is high. Maybe you're tired, extra tired that day. You walk into the kitchen and you know what's about to happen right now, bro. This is one of my biggest weaknesses here. It really is. Like, you know what's about to happen when you walk into the kitchen and you're eating right, you're on a diet, you're hammering, you're counting the macros, and you're looking at it, you're like, open the cabinet, and you're like, you have that treat, you have that cheat meal, you overeat, and then you're sitting there just like, fuck, why the hell did I just do that shit again? Like that right there. Why did I give in? Why did I self-sabotage the progress? That's the moment that we're here to fix today on this episode. You see, self-sabotage is a pattern. It really is. It's not a personality. It's a fucking pattern that we repeat, that our brain, it tries to hold us back. It feels the growth, it feels the discomfort, it feels that you're on track of fucking getting that next level. And it wants to pull you back. It wants to not let go of your current identity because it knows that this new one, it's like, yo, nah. And so self-sabotage, it's a pattern that happens when you're evolving. It's not a personality. You see, dog, you're not broken. You're just running on an old program. I like to think of it like that. When the urge hits, the same thoughts come up. When you're in the same environment, you get the same reaction. When you get the same result, guess what? You get the same regret. This isn't random, bro. It really isn't. This is just the old programming that we have. It's predictable. It really is. Look at it like this. You get stressed out. This is at least how it happens to me, bro. And I say this is one of my biggest weaknesses because I could be going hard, I could be working out, and bro, I'm quick to say, oh, I just go get it. I would rather go get a second workout in and still be able to eat a little bit of junk food. Still be able to eat a little bit of sweets. Still, and what happens is that I can't eat a little bit of sweets. I'm Mr. Wide Open, bro. Fucking, I can never have just one or two Oreos. Minimum the whole roll. It really is. I was just talking about this with my wife. Stress happens, you go to junk food. You're fatigued, you're tired, you're gonna skip the workout. You're overwhelmed, too much things are going on, and you're just fucking checked out. It happens to all of us, dog. It really does. The truth is that if you don't interrupt the pattern, it's gonna ruin you every single time. It really is. And when we're stressed, when we're weak, when we're tired, when we're overwhelmed, when things aren't going right, it becomes like our thing to go cope. It really is. Like, bro, for me, eating some sweets, it becomes like a fucking, like an orgasm in your mouth because it tastes so good. And then, especially when you're stressed, when you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, when things are not going good, it's like, oh my God, this is like fucking crack. It really is. And it kills my abs. And I fucking hate it. I really do. You see, the kill switch. The kill switch is how we take control in real time. And I'm not perfect at this. I will say I'm not perfect at this, but I am getting fucking better. And I have gotten a lot better. And I'm in the best shape of my life. I really am. I feel stronger at 40 than I did at 30, than I did at 20. And my abs might not be showing like they used to, but I'm back on track. I'm back on getting this, making this happen. You see, dog, you don't need more motivation. What you need is a system in the moment. I've realized that for me, if I go cold turkey, it will work for a work, and then one day I just fucking break it nasty, and I go and I fucking overwhelm myself with, and I overindulge in it. And so what I found is I just give myself a little bit. Let me break this shit down for you. Look, pretty much play by play. Step one is to detect what's going on. Like this, I try to put a formula, I try to put a pattern, I try to put things together so that I can, in the moment, reframe. In the moment, change it. In the moment, do what I don't want to do anymore. Is it perfect? No. But are we getting better? Fuck yes. And so look, step one is detect. Detect what's going on. When the urge hits, because it will, say to yourself, bro, this is the old me just trying to run the same play that we've been fucking running. And that play doesn't work. That play hasn't been working. And so literally talk to yourself. Talk to yourself like, now, motherfucker, now this is not happening again. You literally got to break it down like that. And then step two, pause yourself. When you notice that you're running the old play that you've always ran and you're going to get the same results that you always got. So pause yourself. Don't move. Take a deep breath. Step away, walk away, slow it down. Do what you got to do to give yourself a break in the moment. And then tell yourself, yo, I don't react, I decide. I'm not giving into this shit again. Step three, identify. Like, yo, what am I actually feeling right now? Because when I can identify it, more times than none, I can actually change it. I become in control of it. And so what's going on right now? Why do I want to indulge right now? Is my stress out the roof? Is my pressure super high? Am I really tired? Have I not given myself a treat or something? What's going on? Am I just really hungry? Like, identify what's going on. You're not craving the food. What you're craving for is a relief. Because the stress is high, the pressure is high, maybe things are not going well, and you just want to go and give yourself a fucking orgasm in your mouth. And I know that sounds funny, it really does, but sometimes that shit feels like that. And that's why people become very obese. Because eating junk food, eating all this shit that is bad for you, they make it taste so good that you just want to keep going and going and going and going. You're just craving the relief that it brings. And so step four is you got to be able to reframe. The reframe, bro. This is one thing that if you can apply to your life, it applies in so many areas that it will help you evolve like you've never thought before. Because you got to flip the moment. You got to reframe your thought. You got to catch yourself, right? This is the rep that builds the man I'm becoming. You got to talk to yourself. You got to coach yourself. You got to literally coach yourself through what's happening, because if not, you're going to keep running the same play. You're going to keep running the old program. You're going to keep doing what you don't want to do anymore just because you're looking for that relief in the moment. And then step five, you got to execute. Here's where it becomes challenging. You got to replace the behavior, the thing that you keep doing that you don't want to do no more, and then go do something else. Go for a walk. Do some fucking push-ups if you have to. Go drink water. Go get aligned with what you really want to do. And visualize who you want to become. Get back to work. Reframe yourself. Put back that goal. I remember, sweets. I love sweets, dog. I really do. But I'm after getting my six-pack. I'm after having it consistently. I'm after being fucking jacked, even at 40, especially at 40. And so I make sure that I fucking execute. I think about who I'm becoming and I look at that move that I'm about to do and I'm like, nah, I'm moving forward, not fucking backwards. You gotta be able to execute. Step 6, you gotta reinforce it. Because it ain't gonna help if you only do it once. You gotta be able to do it twice. You gotta be able to do it 3 times. You might fail the 4th, but then you gotta go back and do it again, and then you might fail again, but you gotta go back and do it again. That's why you gotta reinforce it. After you get the win, you gotta say to yourself, that's what the fuck I do right now. That's who the fuck I am. I don't give in to that shit anymore. I earned that shit. Like real talk, bro. This isn't about being perfect. This is about winning this moment. This is about winning, taking control of the urge that is about to put you back into the old programming, into the old identity, into the old you. Again, this isn't about being perfect. You're gonna fall, you're gonna fail, but you gotta keep getting back up. Because people will tell you, oh, no, it's never going to happen. You're never going to fall. You're going to just keep going. You got to be strong. Dog, it's fucking hard. It really is. But it's about winning this moment. It's about taking on the challenge right now. It's about taking one rep at a time. Your life isn't built in these moments. It's not built in the big ones. It's not building some grandiose one move that, oh yeah, when I do that, my whole life's gonna change. No, dog, it doesn't work like that. Your life changes, you transform with the little moments. Transformation doesn't happen in the big wings. Transformation happens in the small decisions that you make under pressure. When things are not going well, when the stress is high, when the fatigue is high, when you don't wanna do it. That's when the transformation happens. Nobody sees those moments. Nobody claps for those wins. But those moments, those are the ones that build the new identity. Those are the ones that build the new you. Those are the ones that will help you transform into the man that you want to become. And so, not eating the junk food, showing up when you're tired, saying no when it's fucking hard. That is the real work, brother. That right there is the real work. You don't become a different man someday. Bro, you prove to yourself that you're a different man in every single moment. Fighting it. Keep going. And so look, as we wrap up this episode, I got this one question for you, bro. What's your go-to self-sabotage pattern? We all have them. What is your go-to self-sabotage pattern? And are you finally ready to fucking break it? And if you are, dog, then my challenge for you is for this next week. I want you to just catch one moment of self-sabotage. Kill the switch. Run the kill switch. Run the fucking play. Execute and be a better man. Track it, own it, and then fucking grab that win. Because, brother, the difference between the man who keeps starting over and the man who actually levels up for good is that he learned how to win in the moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, right fucking now. So let's get to fucking work. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And you have today's message and lit that fire in your chest, my brother. Then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-fucking negotiable. Brother, you got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that they keep popping up in your mind, you know they're never going to feed the fucking table. That's why it's time to get up, it's time to lock in, and it's time to get the fucking work, dog. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is your movement. And wide open is the fucking way. Let's go.